G'day, I am Erk and welcome to episode 1 of Simulated Erk, Bus Mechanic Simulator. Yes, we've played Bus Simulator and we've played Fern Bus. Tourist Bus Simulator is coming up soon, but this one's a little bit different. You're a mechanic and you're a simulated mechanic working on simulated buses. I have not played this game. I've seen this game a couple of times on YouTube with some other creators, but let's go through for episode 1 and let's play the tutorial and see what the hell do we have to do here. Bus Mechanic Simulator. So this one's going to be very interesting in a different way. There's another one that will be coming up a little bit later on that is called Train Station Simulator, I think. And the train station renovation, that's right. And the whole idea of that one is to renovate train stations. But this one, the idea obviously is to fix buses. If, of course, you would like to see some of my simulated bus action, you can go to simulatederkgaming.com or indeed Simulated Erk on YouTube. There's a playlist for Bus Simulator. I'll be getting back into the Bus Simulator very, very shortly now that Simulated Erk is back and cooking with the pedal to the metal. After this episode, we'll be featuring some real-life bus action as well, a real-life moment by Simulated Erk. And we are loading the tutorial. I've seen this a couple of times on YouTube by some other creators, but let's see how far we can go. Now, the interesting thing about this is that I'm not really mechanically minded, which is going to be interesting. I struggle, and eventually there's going to be a look at the Simulated Erk Studio. A lot of it is built by flat pack decks and that sort of thing. My main one, it wasn't too complicated. I managed to do it all by myself. I was rather proud of that one. Another one needed a bit of help. Thank you, Michael, for those ones. And I've got a display cabinet or a display shelf to the right-hand side of me, which has a few of my peripherals on it. And yes, I'm proud to say that I erected that myself. But having said that, as I said, I'm not mechanically minded. I'm really good at fault finding. Like if something happens operationally to a bus or a train, I can think, well, okay, what's happened? What's working? What could this be? Going through those steps, but actually getting on the tools myself and doing it, I'm not necessarily that great. You know, I'm good with computers and all of that sort of stuff, and I'm good operationally, like, driving stuff. I'm quite good at that, but actually getting on the tools, here we go. We're in the workshop. Welcome to the Bus Mechanic Simulator tutorial. In the next couple of minutes we're going to go over the basic steps and functions of the game. Press the exit icon in the top right to start the tutorial. Okay, so here we go. Doors opening. And our bus is being driven in by someone who isn't me. Aerosoft is the company, by the way, that produces the game. Some cheeky little in-game advertising for themselves as the door closes. I've seen a few doors like this at fire stations too, just quietly. Now, go to the door switch and activate it. Use the left mouse button or the E key to interact with objects. Okay, door switch and activate. Hang on, which one is the actual switch? Hang on, can I zoom in? No. Now, which one is the actual switch? I'm presuming that red button is... No. No, that's just a label. watch Erk sit here for 15 minutes and try and figure out where the door switch is. That arrow is not really helping, my dudes. Because you could argue that's the switch. No. You know, maybe pressing E might help. No. Is that the switch? No, I'm just going to hit everything that looks like it could be a switch. Really, that could mean button, which would mean that one. Or it could be one of these, but the arrow is pointing down below that point. This is a good start, you guys. Okay. No. No. Now is... that arrow is not really helping me. Lucky I'm editing my videos at the moment. I could just fade to black here and then put up a graphic that says 15 minutes later, Erk figured out how to open the door. Elbat, eat your heart out. And no, I'm not drunk because I'm recording this. Which one is... and there's no... can I zoom in? No. Hang on, I right clicked there. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Visual inspect. How do I get out of here now? There we go. Now, which one is the switch? Is it that thing? No. And I can't zoom in. Is that that thing? No. That arrow is not really helping me. Okay, it's 5:07 now. Let's see how long it takes me to see which way this... no, I shouldn't have done that. I don't know which one it is. If it's one of these ones up here, I'm going to be really annoyed. Because realistically, you'd think it would be that one maybe, or one of these buttons here, like that red button. It would make sense. The clock is ticking. People are getting bored. People are tuning out. This is a great start, you guys. And this is why I don't stream, people. It's been a minute since I worked out what time it is. Do I need to watch Squirrel's video to see how we open the door and then I just copy that? Been known to do that in the past. Oh, this is going to be a great series. If I can't even figure out how to open the door. Go to the door switch and activate it. Press the left mouse button or the E key to interact with objects. E. 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 I haven't even activated the switch yet. Do 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 do. Wouldn't it be funny if it was actually pointing me to the wrong... well, there's the bus. Time is money, people. Hello. Maybe I'm supposed to blow into it first like a breathalyzer. That's a warning sticker that says caution, I think. No, electric shock inside or something. That arrow is not really helpful. Oh boy, there's going to be some editing. And watching Squirrel's video, I actually had to walk up to the door switch, and when I walked up to the door switch, look at this, it's highlighted. So if I walk backwards using my arrow, okay, see what I was trying to do for 7 minutes was try and use it from back here, and just like a laser pointer, just go, okay, zip, bling, I want to open that door. But what I have to do, and it's a lesson I'll never forget in this game, you actually have to walk up to stuff and go, hey, you're a door switch. Doesn't matter where you press the left hand button, function selection, sign off job, not yet, feature hasn't been unlocked yet. Later you'll be able to sign off a finished job and move the bus to the testing bay and back using the door switch. Close this dialog box. So it didn't even want me to open the fucking door anyway. It just wanted to show me how to do it, but I just spent a good 10 minutes thinking that it wanted me to open the door, and then it says, later you'll be able to sign off a finished job and move the bus to the testing bay and back using the door switch. Close this dialog box. Okay. Now, click the right mouse button to open the main functions menu. I think I found that out before. Okay. In the main functions menu, you can switch between the different work modes, visual inspection, disassembly, assembly and operating fluid modes. You can also access your inventory, your tasks and the test reports in the unlockables menu. Now click the right mouse button again to exit the main functions menu. I already knew how to do that. Alright, what am I doing now? Now head to the water collection tank and select it. Okay, water collection tank. Where would you be? Ah, there it is. There's a helpful arrow. So what I was trying to do before was like laser this, but I have to walk over to it. So walk. Coolant collection tank. Move to drain position. You need the water collection tank to collect the coolant when draining it. So really it's a coolant collection tank. With this menu you can move the tank to different positions. Close this dialog box. So we actually haven't done anything yet. Close the dialog box. Okay. Now, head to the radio. Now am I going to get in trouble from YouTube for this? I should have really changed that in settings, shouldn't I? So I've got this bus here and all these tools. And one of the first things it wants me to do is go over to the radio, because that makes sense. Walkie. Okay, radio, now head to the radio. Yes. Use the radio to turn on or off the music and switch between two radio stations. No, we will not be doing that because I'll get in trouble with YouTube. Now head to the oil collection tank and activate it. Okay, where are you? The oil collection tank could be out here somewhere. Look for big arrow. Oil collection tank hidden behind this pylon. Now you're a rubbish bin. Is it on the other side? Do I have to go down these stairs? There was another game that I was playing that I got a bit motion sick by doing. Well, I felt like I was going to get motion sick. Are you an oil collection tank? Yes, you are. The oil collection tank is required to collect engine and gearbox oil when draining it. You can move the tank to the correct position using this function. Close the dialog box. So we're not actually doing anything. Okay. Now go to the end of the shaft under the bus. Here you will find the axle jack. Press the C key to crouch and stand up again. Go to the end of the shaft under the bus. So I presume they want us to go this way. Press C to crouch. Ah, there we go. So now we're crouching. Okay. Hang on, go back a bit. Now we had to press C to stand up. Now go under the axle jack and push it by the handle. Hold the left mouse button or E key until it is underneath the front axle. The axle jack needs to be pushed to the next axle position to complete this action. So, E, I think I have to be at the other side of it. So I probably have to crouch under it again. Go this way. Turn around. Stand up. Move axle jack. Okay. By holding left mouse button. Oh, here we go. Check this action out. We're actually doing something. So under the front axle. So you let go of the button and it stops. Okay. Front axle of the bus. Okay, at the front of the axle jack, you can find the switch that raises and lowers the axle jack. Try lifting the front axle now. So I have to crouch again. Turn around. Here's the button. Here's the handle. Raise the axle jack. Is that doing what it should be doing? Have I got it in the right spot? Lifting an axle is necessary if you want to remove the tyres. Now try lowering it again. Doesn't even look like I raised it, but anyway. Crouch, find the handle again. Now try lowering it. Okay, now go to the stairs on your right and head to the spare parts warehouse. Up the stairs we go, spare parts warehouse, which I'm presuming is over here. Awesome. Okay, so tyres, okay, wrong. I haven't done my depot induction yet, okay? Where have I heard that before? Oh, here we go. Spare parts. Holy do it. It's like Bunnings, but it's for buses. Go to one of the shelves and add 3 parts to your inventory. Click on one of the parts on the list. Now, brake control seems important. So we'll add that to the inventory, we'll add that to the inventory. In the adjacent rooms you will find even more spare parts for other types of assemblies. New wheels, wheel nuts and wheel bolts can be found on the shelf in the workshop. Now leave the spare parts warehouse and go over to the testing bay. Okay. How do I exit this screen? Okay. Go over to the testing bay. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. Do, 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 do. Let's see any way to get out of this. I'll just I'll just start clicking things at random until it says, okay, stop clicking, idiot, and go back to the warehouse, the adjoining rooms and stuff. Axle modulator. Brake signal. Oh, here we go. Your inventory is full. Okay, because I was just clicking stuff, okay? You will find even... Now go over to the testing bay. Okay, now I think they said the testing bay was outside. No arrows there. Should have really done my depot induction first. I noticed that when Squirrel did his walkthrough, he'd already done it, but he just did it again for the sake of the cameras. Whereas this is the first time that I've actually opened it, so... Didn't they say that you had to go outside for the testing bay? No. Not exactly obvious where everything is unless you actually walk around and start looking for stuff. Because what are we actually testing anyway? So I was in this room and there was no... Oh, there was the radio. That was very important, clearly. Oh, hang on. Down this dark alley here. Walkie, 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 walkie. Okay, testing bay. Hang on. Now I head to the testing bay console and activate. Can I walk through the door? Yes, I can. That looks like the testing bay console, but that's it over here. Okay. Later on at the testing bay, you'll be able to carry out various tasks. This way you can receive full test reports for different assemblies to save you from having to perform visual inspections of individual parts. Close the testing bay menu for now. Now head back to the workshop to the indicator wheel engaging lift and push it to the tyre. Does that mean we're actually going to be doing stuff now? Can we go through this door? Yes, we can. Oh, I have to be over. Yeah. Well, I can walk this way. Walk this way. Talk this way. Walk this way. Talk this way. Don't fall into the pit. No, because that would be embarrassing. Over, yeah. This is, as you can probably figure out, heavily driven by the keyboard and mouse at this point. Okay, here is the wheel engaging lift. I'm probably not in the right spot. Here I am, wheel engaging lift. So I've pushed it over. Once you've pushed all the wheel engaging lifts up to the bus, you can use them to lift the whole bus up to get better access to different parts underneath. Now push the other wheel engaging lifts up to the bus too. Okay, so now we know what it looks like. Hang on. Wheel engaging lift. There we go. That's the second one. Now we'll work logically. We'll do one side first and then we'll go over. Be careful not to fall in the pit. And one more. Alright. Now use the levers at the side to raise the wheel engaging lifts. Now probably in real life they'd call these things different things, but we'll just go with what's on the screen. Wheel engaging lift. Now click the right mouse button to switch to the operating fluids mode. Operating fluids, visual inspection, disassembly, assembly, operating fluids. Now I'll get the compressed air tester. Now where would you be? Scrap container. Okay, over here, so we'll go for a walk. Compressed air tester. If you look at the bus and hold down the tab key, all the interaction points on the bus available for the operating fluids work mode will be shown. Now go to the front left tyre and select the tyre pressure valve. Okay, so front left, and what I have to do as well, I have to remember that this is a left-hand drive bus and I'm used to right-hand drive buses, so the front left is still the front left, but hey. Front left tyre. Tyre inflation valve. Tyre pressure valve is what I want. That's the mouse button. Let's see, what did that do? Tyre pressure valve. That might not be the right thing. Hang on. Whoops, not that one. Air wheel nuts. Tyre inflation valve. Is that what I'm after? So we're pumping up and we're testing the pressure, I believe. Oh, hang on, I'm using the wrong button. If you look at the bus and hold down the tab key, learn to read. Put your glasses on. Now select the tyre pressure valve on the... So now I'll select that. Oh, hang on, now get the tyre pressure as close as possible to the middle of the green area. That tyre is well and truly overinflated. I don't know how to reverse that process. That tyre gonna go kaboom. Yep. So the tyre, I don't hold. Oh, hang on. While the tyre pressure gauge is displayed, hold the left or right mouse button to increase or decrease the tyre pressure. Okay, so we're not totally screwed. Hang on. Well, no. Don't want to be in that screen. Go back. Okay. So. So I need to use the right mouse button. Here we go. Now we're decreasing the pressure. Here we go. Look what happens when I read. So we've got to be in the green area. We're in the green area now. Beautiful. You fix the tyre pressure, very good. Now lower the wheel engaging lifts. So I did all that just for that, and it was probably right in the first place. Hey, it's a tutorial, that's what it's here for. Okay. Wheel engaging lift, you go down now. And the bus is back on the ground. Now remove the tire engaging lift from the front left tyre. So there we go, click on it, it moves back. Now press the right mouse button to switch to the visual inspection work mode. Visual inspection. Here we go. Hold the tab key to highlight all the parts you can now visual inspect. Tab. Oh, Jesus. Now select the left front wheel. While doing so, hold down the left mouse button to perform a visual inspection. The parts condition will be displayed on the bottom left corner after the inspection. So, left front wheel. Left front wheel. Now use the right mouse button to select the disassembly work mode. Disassembly. Now pick up the spanner from the tool trolley behind you. Oh, spanners are now going to struggle. Work trolley, here we go. His arrows are staying on just quietly. Ratchet, screwdriver, oh, the one over there. Spanner. Okay, so I have the spanner in my hand. Now select the left front wheel again and press the left mouse button. So okay, walking over mirror, wheel, left mouse button. The indicated parts need to be removed first. Now, hang on. Now remove all the wheel nuts from the left front wheel. To do this, select one of the nuts and hold down the left mouse button until it is completely unscrewed. Okay. Your inventory is full. You must discard any unused parts in the scrap container first. No. One job at a time. Scrap container. Oh, here's all the things that I was just clicking before. Okay, now, because I'll need to throw these nuts away because they're used. Okay, so we'll undo all these wheel nuts. So we're just basically holding the button down until the progress bar says that we're done. Okay, we're done. You have unscrewed all the wheel nuts. Later you can unlock other tools such as the ratchet or the pneumatic screwdriver, which will make assembly and disassembly even faster. Now use the axle jack under the bus and jack the front axle up. We could have done that before, but okay, let's go back. Oh, we probably should have went by the stairs. Oh, we jumped down. With the front axle jacked up, you can now remove the front left tyre. So we'll walk this way, which is the way we should have walked in the first place. Okay, that doesn't look like it jacked the bus up at all. Wheel, receiver, wheel. We've now removed the wheel. Now head over to the scrap container and activate it. I know where the scrap container is, I found that a minute ago. Scrap container, activate. Now you can dispose of all the components in your inventory in the scrap container. So we're scrapping the wheel, bye-bye wheel, and the wheel nuts. Empty. Now head to the tyre rack behind you and take out a new wheel and 10 wheel nuts. So we need a wheel, and we need wheel bolt, wheel nut, wheel nut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That counter doesn't change. Now press the right menu button to switch to the assembly work mode. Assembly work mode. Hold the tab key to highlight all the parts that you can now install. So it's highlighted the bus. So we should walk back over to the bus. Now select the installation position for the wheel and select the wheel that is 100% conditioned to install. So wheel 100%. Oh, so that's the percentage count. That's how new or old it is, rather than that's how many you have. You don't have 100 wheels in your... Okay, now I get it. Now install all the wheel nuts again. So select one, put it back on. So I might move a bit closer. Select one, install it, work logically. Hang on, that one's not fully tight. See, there we go. Now the progress bar is full. Another wheel nut. Okay. Select another wheel nut. See, it's not fully on yet. Not quite. There we go. Another wheel nut. Sometimes it's just working out the position of the mouse and keeping the button in. Like it wants, sometimes it wants to do it in stages. And one more. Right, you have successfully completed this tutorial and you can leave it at any time. To do so, press the escape key and use the quit function. So there we have it, the first episode of Simulated Erk Bus Mechanic Simulator. Hope you've enjoyed it. That was episode 1. Episode 2 will be coming very, very soon. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.